took me a whole week to recover. I was sick for a week, and then I recovered for a week. Man, that was an ordeal. Glad it's done. And I know everything's back to normal. Just, obviously from my health. The daily routines. So, there's the gross and understanding. Oh, are you sure you're healthy? You're healthy, old man? Like, yeah, an old man's healthy. Don't worry. Alright, so I've headed to, towards the casino. Oh! So this whole time I actually haven't been sitting on my butt, almost dying from my undiagnosed illness. Cause I had medication, and it's the same medication they always gave me when I go to the res clinics around here. So I was like, well, and they even said it themselves, like, it's inexpensive if you get sick like this again. So unless you really are really bad and this, yeah, come on in. They said, but if it's tolerable, if you can maintain it, they say, yeah, then just order it on Amazon. So that's why I was able to get through it. Yeah, I'm sure if I didn't have it and I waited like 3 or 4 days, oh yeah, I would have probably gotten worse. So, but I guess tomorrow, I'll go get those vaccines. Yeah, because watching the news and listening to people's stories, because I'll put on YouTube's live news channels, so they'll roll the same story sometimes over and over through the day, week, month, I don't know. I just put it on for background noise. And one of the stories, a guy, he got pneumonia, and he was actually shocked. He actually went into a coma. A coma, it's not one word. Anywho. So I was like, whoa! I was like, man, that. I was like, all right, that's a pretty eye opener. And he lived alone too, so I was like, all right, I better start getting my vaccines. So, but I was gonna wait until I got better. Like I said, I know I'm better, so. Yeah, so I wasn't sitting on my butt. I was actually looking for jobs, and I applied for quite a few. I think on the last video I said I reached out to some references. They said, yeah, go ahead and use them. I applied at some of their workplaces, so I threw I threw a wide net out into the ocean of jobs that we don't seem to be able to catch. And I actually got lucky. One of my Marine buddy, I think I said in the other video, I can't really remember the videos because I have just been relaxing and doing other stuff. And my Marine buddy, he applied for USPS. I just have sinuses now. We hit 90 degrees here, so all that pollen. I mean, I don't have allergies. I don't think I'll have. Well, I'm allergic. But I don't have seasonal allergies. And I see people just say that sometimes your sinuses can just get covered, and you can start sneezing uncontrollably and watery eyes. So that doesn't mean you have any. I'm not the specialist in that area, but it hasn't gotten to the point where I need medication. Just a nice wash in the face, blow the nose, I'm good. But water responder. Anywho, so yeah, I applied for that, a bunch of other jobs, some more state jobs. Now the state, my state account, they finally allowed me to update my profile. Because before it was blacked out, so I was like, this is idiotic. They didn't even know what they're doing. So yeah, my Marine buddy, he told me about USPS's position called the City Carrier Assistant job. Pretty much, you know, the mailman, or if you live in a metropolitan area, it's your local mail person, or local USPS employee. Because, yeah, obviously there's the federal, and then there's private. So private being, you know, FedEx, UPS, all the other non-federal entities. And but yeah, so he applied. He actually got through the process. They updated the job application where you can actually do everything online. So I was like, finally, because I told him I've been watching for that job, but every time I would apply, they would say, oh, it's already been taken. We're just waiting for it to be taken out the website. Like, So I found one here. I found one locally within driving distance in a retirement community. So I was like, oh yes, this is perfect. Perfect. 'Cause I'm a veteran, you know, they're gonna love me. Anywho. So I was like, well, screw it, let me try it. Because he told me that you can use the SF-15 form for job preference. So I started laughing, like, oh yeah, well, I was like, I mean, I've tried to use it before, but I screwed up the forms, and they just automatically deny you if you screw up the forms. So I was like, that's idiotic. So this time I didn't screw it up, and I applied. Everything went through. Yeah, I went through the first part. You just apply. You just fill it. It is the easiest job application you ever do. You are simply just applying, and if you meet their criteria, what you will take it online, little, I guess, assessment. So yeah, you do that, and then I guess if you do good there and you pass and your first background check's good, they'll invite you to go to you have to select from a list. You can type in your zip code and it'll tell you the nearest approved post office, or you can get your fingerprints. Yeah, I mean, it's all there. I mean, if you look at the process, you're like, oh yeah, it tells you when you can look it up all online. So right now I did the fingerprints, so I'm just waiting on from what my buddy, because he already took his offer. Oh yeah, no, here you go. I forgot to give the whole surprise. I accepted the USPS conditional job offer, so I was really excited about that. Like, wow, I'm on my way to get a job. I just have to follow whatever they're telling me. Like I said, right now I did my fingerprints, which was yesterday. My buddy said it took 2 days. On the second day, when he woke up and checked, he looked at his email, and in the email there was a notification. And when he looked at it, yeah, it was a job offer and start selection date. So yeah, I was really excited. Like, oh crap. Because he's retired National Guard, so he did 20 years with the National Guard, 21 because he screwed up. So I told him, I was like, man, your dad's like, you're gonna get a little extra money. I was like, they're pissed because someone screwed that up, and there's no way they can deny it. So he got 21 years. Well, yeah, 21 years with the National Guard, and I think he did 4 years active duty. So that dude, 25 years, dang. Well, 25 years in total time. How they calculate it, I have no idea. They do it by retirement points now. So, anywho. So yeah, he accepted it. He starts next Monday. That's his first day. And then he said that they already gave him an email when he's going to get his, it's abbreviated as CCA, when he's going to start his CCA training, which is in Spokane. So I started laughing, like, oh wow, like, yeah, because we did the whole game reels, so I started laughing. It's like, hey, that's the city we had our dinner date in. He started laughing. He's like, yeah, I know. I knew you were gonna say that too. It's like, oh, come on, we ate some ramen with seafood, because his wife doesn't eat seafood. So it's like, come on, baby. He started laughing. So that's great. We had a good time teasing him. So yeah, he starts his training on the 23rd in Spokane, Washington, which is an hour away from his house. So hour and a half. I don't know how the driving is within the city, but to get to the city is an hour. And but yeah. So right now, I'm hoping the same happens to me. So yeah. So once you get past the first part, you have to give all your work history, your background, obviously, your work history, where you lived, some agreements for disclosures, because they're going to, obviously look at your credit. That's what they want. So they're going to look at that, and then yeah, I did that, and that's when you're able to select where you want you do your fingerprinting. So, and it takes 7 days. It took 7 days. I didn't notice it, but the second time, because I was freaking out, so I applied to another one, and I noticed after you fill everything out, it says it will take 7 days for anything to be updated. So I was like, So hopefully they just realized, I already accepted a job offer at the retirement city I chose. Or I got lucky because it was the only one open at that time. There's another one open that's only like 4 miles closer, so I just started laughing. Which is actually on this road right here, Grand Avenue. So that's why I was making a video of Grand Avenue again, and why I wanted to ride it towards the casino, because I was laughing that I still got to drive past the casino, so I can still stop and get my. They're Asian food vendors. Oh, really delicious. I don't know if they make the fresh noodles there, but their freaking noodles are delicious. So it has texture to it when you eat it. It just doesn't like melt into your teeth. Like you feel the texture when you bite it. Like, oh wow. Oh, sorry. It's like 25. Yeah, so that's all I'm waiting on. It was actually pretty easy. I liked it because all they ask you about your living is pretty much 5 years back, and then your work history is pretty much, I think it said 5 years, I think. 5 years also. But then you also had to tell them if you had any gaps in your employment. But you can select unemployed. But if you don't know why I've been holding my freaking, actually I'm doing freaking DoorDash right now. After I get done making this video, I'm driving to the spot to wait for offers. The reason why I do this DoorDash is so I can tell people I still have a job. Yeah, as long as you follow any type of emails they give you, they'll maintain your records. Like I didn't even approve whenever they required to update your DoorDash profile with your to do a security check. I don't know how long it was like that, but when I look at the first time I applied, I started laughing. It says 2019 on there. It's like, oh wow! So I could tell people I've been working with DoorDash since 2019. Well, how can you prove it? Like, well, it shows the day, the year when they said, oh, we owe you some type of tax document if you qualify. But still, it's a marker saying that you worked that year for them. You were you were employed by them. There you go. The work you did is up to you. I turned it around the spot. So I was like, oh, this is awesome. Yeah, because I went between May and my substitute teaching job was 3 months. So because I knew if I was gonna get a job that they were gonna look into that. But that's another reason why I quit the casino job, is because I already knew that, oh, I already had, you know, this job, this food app job. So I wasn't too worried. Wow, I was freaking out about it. Oh, it's almost been a dang year. Yeah, that's right, almost a year. I've been trying to look for full-time work. I quit in May 2025. Almost a whole year. Because I goofed off for like, I don't know, 4 months. And then I got serious looking for a job. So, what, 9, so about 10, like October. Yeah, around October, November, I started getting serious. Oh no, I got sick in October, and then I got sick again. So it sucked. But yeah, no, so now, right now, I'm just waiting for them to say you're good to go, because I don't have anything to hide. I mean, I did my fingerprint, I got nothing to hide. I'm already a fully certified teacher, so I'm like, I'm not scared at all. Go ahead and just look at everything in my background. I'll talk to you all later.